Greetings legal minds and welcome once again to the lecture hall brought to you by Emmy's Legal Nugget. If you've been following our previous tutorial session, you should be aware that we've been trying to understand the different modes and processes for commencing or rather initiating a civil action in Nigeria. In light of our preceding discussion, we were able to find out that there are 4 modes that must be followed by every lawyer or every attorney who is intending to initiate or commence a civil action on behalf of his client in every competent court or tribunal in Nigeria. And one of these 4 modes should be followed depending on the nature of the dispute is intending to initiate, as we already discussed. Based on our previous discussion, we found out that these 4 modes are simply the writ of summons, the originating summons, the originating motion, and the petition. And based on our previous tutorial sessions, we've been able to properly understand the nature of the writ of summons and the originating summons and the specific kind of proceedings where which these documents are being used to initiate or commence. And for the purpose of this tutorial session, we would make you understand the nature of an originating and the specific kind of proceedings that this particular document is used to commence or initiate in every court in Nigeria. Now, what is an originating motion? Firstly, it is pertinent to note that an originating motion is a legal document, and this legal document is used to initiate specific kinds of proceedings in Nigerian courts. An originating motion is simply a legal document used to initiate the kind of proceedings which dispute or issue requires the urgent attention by the court and does not involve a lengthy trial. And the situations where this originating motion should be used should be in line with the provisions of a statute or the rule of the court. In addition to that, an originating motion is used in cases that involves personal or public injuries. So like we explained during the course of our discussion, we said that an originating motion is used to commence specific kind of proceedings that requires an urgent attention by the court. So when you want to make an application for the court to issue the writ of habeas corpus, an application for prohibition or certiorari, an application for judicial review, or an application for the enforcement of the fundamental human rights as provided for in the Fundamental Human Rights Enforcement Procedure Rules 2009, an originating motion is to be used in exclusion to every other originating processes. So therefore, and in conclusion, an originating motion is a legal document used to initiate specific kinds of proceedings in Nigeria. And like we already explained, this is only used in issue or disputes that requires the urgent attention by the court. So in a situation where the executive arm of government decides to make a declaration or perform an action, and a patriotic citizen who is well knowledgeable in the law understands that this particular action is inconsistent with the provisions of the Constitution, this citizen, in a bid to challenge the action of the executive arm, would go by way of originating motion. That is, when he wants to make an application to the court to exercise their function or power of judicial review, he will go by way of an originating motion because this specific kind of proceedings does not involve a lengthy trial where parties would come to the court to raise their different arguments, adduce their different evidences. Rather, it is one that requires the urgent attention and response of the court. So therefore, an originating motion is not used in all kinds of proceedings. It is used in only specific kind of proceedings as provided for in specific statutes or the rules of the different courts. While we've properly understood, based on the 2 different tutorial sessions that we've made on this particular topic, that there are 4 different modes of commencing a civil action, an originating motion is one of these modes. And if you've not joined us or followed the tutorial session that was held in respect to this particular topic or principle, you should go back to view our explanation on that. So therefore, an attorney who is trying to initiate a civil action in Nigeria should first understand the nature of this specific action so as to determine the kind of document he would use in commencing this kind of proceeding. Thank you so much for your time. Do follow us and subscribe to this channel to be updated when more insightful nuggets and legal tips are sent. And also, when our last tutorial session on the petition as a mode of commencing a civil action in Nigeria is shared.